What's up, y'all? It's your boy, the Gotcha Mogul, here with another banger video for you guys today. And I know you saw the title and you're super confused. You're like, wait, whoa, is Artery Gear having a cross with Epic 7? Well, something like that, right? Yes and no. So I'm going to explain. So right now, what we're looking at is this community doc that was created to kind of keep tabs on all the information that's going on in JP and the English version of Artery Gear. So this doc I'm actually going to leave in the description below so that you have access to it. But what I'm looking at right now is the JP collab and event banner timeline. So far we've been following it to the T, and I highly doubt that our timeline in the English version is going to be different. But what you need to pay attention to here is this Ryza collab banner. Now, who is Ryza? So, Ryza is definitely Seaside Bellona's lost sister. So let's look at her skills, right? She's a red unit. That's the first thing you need to note. Her S1 inflicts 140% damage on a single target enemy with a 75% chance to cause mark. Now, mark is the same debuff as target from Epic 7, where when an enemy is afflicted by this debuff, they take 15% more damage. When it's enhanced, inflicts 140% damage on a single target with a 75% to cause mark for 2 rounds, and ignores hit status. Wow, that's insane. Now her passive makes the ally in position 1 share 30% of damage taken towards Ryza. When Ryza or an ally is attacked, gain 20 energy. If energy reaches 100, maximum 150, immediately use Alchemist Full Power. Alchemist Full Power consumes all energy to deal 107% damage to all enemies, with a 50% chance to cause defense down for 2 rounds. If it is a critical strike, increases critical strike damage by 20%. Nutty S2, absolutely nutty S2, a passive reactive ability. This game actually needs that. So what makes her so strong for you Artery Gear players that have never seen or heard of Seaside Bellona before is that Ryza will actually be a big anti-cleave unit, because the more turns that your enemy takes before you, the higher likelihood she is to rack up that 100% energy and do this huge AoE counterattack, which will completely neuter a team. Because not only will she be doing a bunch of damage, but they will have a defense down debuff, and just if she survives, which she probably will, because 30% of her damage goes to your foremost ally, right? Which would probably be a tank. You'll just now go and take your turn and inflict 151 damage to all enemy targets, causing buff block and anti-heal for all enemy targets for 2 rounds. And if it's a critical strike, increases critical strike damage by 20%. So even if the other enemy team goes before you, they take all their turns, you S2, and then you take your turn, and then you S3, is a GG from there, right? Because of the defense down, the AoE defense down. Now, Ryza, she's going to be insane for the Maiden Hunt boss, you guys, if you guys didn't know, because she has anti-heal, which is necessary for the Roko synergy that you need to stack up the corrosion debuffs in order to kill the Maiden boss on stage 9, 7, 8, wherever you're stuck. So she'll be god tier for Maiden. Now, why am I comparing her to Seaside Bellona? Well, for Epic 7 players, you guys are probably like looking at this like, no duh, exact ripoff. Like, this is the same unit, and you wouldn't be wrong if you were to think that. But this is Seaside Bellona. If you don't know who she is, if this is your first time seeing her, this is one of Epic 7's most limited blue units. She only comes out in summertime. She's probably out right now, and she is god tier. If you look at her rankings, she has insanely good rankings because she is an SSS tier unit that's good in pretty much all content. And same skills, right? S1 attacks the enemy with a fan with a 60% chance to use target. Target is the same debuff as marked. Shares 30% of damage suffered by the caster with the foremost ally. When more than one damage sharing effect is granted, only the strongest effect is applied. When the caster gains 1 focus, when the ally is attacked. When an ally is attacked and the caster has 5 focus, loses all focus and activates You're Not Cute. You're Not Cute attacks all enemies with a fan with a 50% chance to decrease defense for 2 turns. And then her S3 attacks all enemies with a spray of water with an 85% chance to make them unable to be buffed and unhealable. Wow, that looks familiar, doesn't it? Damage dealt increases with a critical hit. Wow, that looks super familiar, doesn't it? So I'm pretty sure Ryza and Seaside Bellona are siblings or twins in some alternate universe, and they do some kind of yin and yang. Seaside Bellona being water and Ryza being fire. But as you can see, they definitely share more than just similarities in their kit. They're the same unit, right? Like if we're going to be honest here. Now, Ryza herself, what do I think about her? She's a must pull. You need to pull her. She is going to be just as good, if not even better, than Seaside Bellona in Artery gear, because she has the ability to make cleave setups actually very hesitant. So people who are trying to cleave you, they will think twice about trying to cleave you. She'll be great on defense teams in PvP because the more attacks they take and turns they take, the higher probability that they're going to proc Ryza's S2, and she'll just AoE defense down and cripple the enemy units. And then more than likely she's going to survive the cleave because of this damage sharing ability, where she's sharing damage with the foremost ally, which will more than likely be a tank on your defense team. And then when she finally takes her turn, she'll S3 and just completely obliterate the entire enemy team, because they'll already be defense down, and she'll be doing extra damage because more than likely you built her to be 100% crit. So, absolute monster unit. God tier must pull unit. Actually, I believe that they actually ranked her. Let's see here. As a must pull. Let's see if we can find her. Yep, she's ranked as a must pull. Now, granted, this is from the JP players, so they've already had hands on Ryza already, tested her, and this doc is updated every time a new event or patch happens. So this is a live update. So to this day, Ryza is still a must pull according to JP players. And if you're from Epic 7, you didn't even need JP's knowledge. From looking at her kit, you knew immediately she is Seaside Bellona. We all know how good Seaside Bellona is. Seaside Bellona is a beast. Ryza will be a beast. Make sure you pull on her. Start saving from now. If you're trying to waste your pulls on Sirius, remember Sirius is a green unit. So I was about to call her Seaside Bellona. So Ryza will still even counter Sirius. So right now, if you're thinking about Sirius or saving for the collab banner, my advice is save for the collab banner. Need to get these limited units because there is no guarantee that they will come back, and that is the most important thing you need to know. There is no guarantee that they will come back. And during your journey of just pulling, even trying to pull on their banners and trying to pity, you might get Sirius anyway. So you might as well just save up all of your pulls. I will start. You guys know that I'm really low on crystals because I've spent them all on stamina, but that's my thoughts on the new Ryza unit. She's Seaside Bellona, must pull, and that's all I have for this video. Let me know what you guys think. If you're from E7, if this threw you off guard, let me know. Let me know your thoughts are. Maybe you have comments, critiques, or concerns. Leave a comment below. Let me know. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.